Good morning, everybody. So I just finished my quiet time, and honestly, guys, I've been doing my quiet times a little bit differently. I've been just, I don't know, really teaching myself in this season. I feel like God is really opening my eyes to really teach the word in the new way, and I pray that I'm doing justice, and I pray that you guys are being blessed by it. But I wanted to show you Psalm 19 verses 7 through 9. And I kind of want to show you how I just picked apart the verse and kind of made it so much more simple. And I have 3 questions that I asked myself as I was reading. And so as you can see, verse 7 through 9, I turned my Bible up. I read all in it, highlight, it's full of highlight, but that's just what I do. So here it is if you want to read it really quickly for context. And so as I was reading, I started to pull out, okay, who is God in this? And so this is the psalmist David writing this psalm. And so if I look in my notebook and ignore the 23, Psalm 23, I'm actually going to do that later. But I wrote, who is God? And I wrote that he's perfect, he's trustworthy, he's radiant, and he's pure. And I was like, okay, Lord, I see your characteristics and I see who you are in this specific verse or this specific passage. And I was like, okay. I sat for a little minute and I was like, okay. And I'm thinking about, all right, how can I extract this even more? And I was like, I'm thinking I've law of the Lord, statutes. I'm thinking, okay. And I sat and I pondered and I was like, okay, well, this is, I feel like how we follow God, because he has commands and decrees and he has laws. And so my second point that I wrote is how to follow God. How do you follow God? So you follow the law of the Lord. You follow his law. And we know the law of Moses in the Pentateuch, in the Old Testament, we know that they followed the law. We know the 10 Commandments. You follow his statutes. And if you even look at verse 7, the statutes of the Lord are trustworthy, making the wise simple, making wise the simple. And so I was like, well, that makes sense. And then I have you follow his precepts, you follow his commands, and you follow his decrees. And so those are the ways that you can follow God. And then it came down here. I was like, okay, well, what are the results of following God? And y'all ignore my messy handwriting. But I was like, it refreshes your soul. It makes the wise simple. It gives joy to your heart. It's giving light to your eyes, endures forever, and it's righteous. And so I was like, ooh, this is really good the way I pulled all of this out. It's who is God in this, how to follow God, what are the results of following God. And so I just pray that you guys were blessed by this. I know it really actually blessed me to really know, okay, what am I getting out of this verse? And so I pray that you guys have a great day.